Let's now turn to the nation's capital, where going forward, parents who deprive their children the right to basic education will have the FCT Universal Basic Education Board to contend with. The acting director and executive chairman of the board, who disclosed this at a debate competition involving schools in Abuja, says the sanctions will be in accordance with the Universal Basic Education Act. Helen Osamede-Akins reports.
The Federal Capital Territory, Nigerian seat of power, is populated with ministries, agencies of government, and served as the headquarters to most reputable organizations in the nation. It houses a considerably high number of out-of-school children in the nation, as reported by the United Nations Children's Fund in 2019. This is in spite of the fact that basic education is free and compulsory in the nation. The Federal Capital Territory Universal Basic Education Board is out to change and control the narrative by commencing sanctions on parents whose words are out of school. But it will start by carrying out sensitization campaign to educate parents that basic education is free and compulsory. It is relying on the support of opinion leaders in different communities before commencing sanctions.
We are trying to work on their conscience first, to convince them that this thing is free and it's compulsory. It's a right. Not because maybe give back to a child, then which you can trump on his right. No. Because like an FCT, so far, we established so many schools within the last 2 years. More primary school, more secondary school, so that I can get access onto security without the time to travel very far to access education.
The topic they have today has to do with what we are doing already. And I want to inform you that these children that we have seen today will be involved in our planning, because we are seeing the potentials in them.
Kidnapping and banditry, which has been the order of the day, have forced parents to keep their children at home.
This head-to-head debate is organized for schools in the FCT to ensure school pupils are able to imbibe morals. The choice of the topic, out of school children who is to be blamed, is informed by the need to have children contribute and recommend solutions to government on the way out.
There are some programs that are not meant for them as to age factor. So we say we can't just tell them to stop if we don't have alternative. So this came up, and one of the objectives is to build their creative ability and also that boldness in public, and for them to be aware of some contemporary issues which from the grassroots you should know, so that when they grow up to be in governance, it will be easier for them to move.
Junior Secondary School Karo emerged winner of the competition, while Junior Secondary School Kubwa emerged as first runner-up. Helen Osamede-Akins, TVC News, Abuja.
In other news, the Plateau State government has called on the Inspector General of Police to withdraw the recent order he issued, giving the sacked APC Council Chairman the right to resume official duties Monday, the 28th August. The Attorney General of the state briefed journalists on the development shortly after an emergency security meeting with heads of security operatives. Funam Joshua has more.
There has been a power tussle between the sacked elected APC chairman and the state government following the suspension and eventual sacking of the elected local government chairman for alleged gross misconduct and misappropriation of funds by the state governor Caleb Mutfwang. Caretaker committee chairmen were appointed by the state government and have been in charge of the council area since June of this year. The two parties involved have taken the matter to the court of law, seeking for redress. Each of them had claimed the court placed an injunction restraining the other party. The Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, after initial ordering the unsealing of the council secretariats for workers to gain access, on Saturday again ordered the sacked APC Council Chairman to resume official duties on Monday, the 28th of August. The state government is not happy with the order from the IGP. They claim that from intelligence they have gathered from, that some hoodlums are planning to invade the council secretariats to unleash mayhem on staff and disrupt the relative peace enjoyed in the state. They want the Inspector General of Police to handle the matter with care in order to avoid taking action that could ignite crisis in the state.
Across the 17 local governments, we are receiving information that people are being mobilized, APC are mobilized, PDP are mobilized, hoodlums are even mobilized. We sat in that Security Council and we spoke to ourselves the truth, that we must not allow the peace in this plateau to break down. Our appeal is to the IG to ensure that this matter does not escalate beyond today. it should be resolved amicably between all the parties.
The leadership of the local government employees in the state has announced they are embarking on a strike action for the safety of their members following the latest development.
While the suspended elected chairman are getting ready, mobilizing to go to office, also those other caretakers are also making attempts too. So we know the experience of the past. Like I said, we wouldn't want our members to be caught up. So therefore, we resolve and we have we're calling our members, we have written letters, we have signed properly written a communique with the consent of the National Secretariat that we embark on total strike.
The authorities need to act swiftly on this situation to prevent a breakdown of law and order. Phonom Joshua, TVC News, Jos.
The Nigerian Army is organizing a program that will help security agents manage stress disorder. Acute stress and post-traumatic stress disorders are some of the conditions responsible for soldier misconduct, including shooting of colleagues and civilians on the front lines. Siphon SCN reports, and after this report, we'll bring you updates in business and sports. Stay with us.
Incidents like these make headlines, revealing the mental health condition of security operatives. The environment they operate in sometimes exposes them to traumatic events. Mental health issues have severe consequences on troops during operations and even after service.
We have had instances of soldiers shooting indiscriminately and killing colleagues. Under normal circumstances, I'm sure you know that will not happen. Something triggered it. Operational issues, stress, trauma, anxiety, a lot of factors like that.
To manage the situation, the Nigerian Army is spearheading a program that will help security agents manage stress disorder.
We are looking at resilience, how you handle stress, how you make decisions when you are under stress, and to seek help when you know that you are being overwhelmed by stress, by situations around you, to avoid poor judgment that can lead to loss of life, that can lead to morbidity as well.
Realizing the importance of mental health conditions of security agents in the wake of an evolving security condition in the country, the Army authorities may just well be on the way to better stress disorder management. Siphon SCN, TVC News, Abuja.